Okay, so I was guided to make these two videos back to back. They don't really have anything to do with one another, but the military keeps on coming up, and I don't understand why, right? But then I had this intuitive message is, that a lot of people join the army out of fear. Now, this isn't to dog the military or anything like that. If you're a warrior and you just have this fucking feeling deep in your heart that you want to be of service and the military just resonates with you and the whole lifestyle, I encourage you to do that. Fucking do it. There's something there waiting for you. There's some lessons to be learned in there. And that's what Spirit's telling you. That's why you keep on thinking about joining the military, and it's in your heart. That's why I think you should go do that, because like I said, we follow our heart, and it might not be the end all be all. That just might be something that that led you there to make you realize that maybe there was something else there, or it wasn't for you, But let's talk about people who join the military out of fear. Out of fear that they ain't gonna have another shot to do something with their lives. Like maybe they caught a felony or something, and they fucking got a background, and the army's willing to accept them, and it'll work out. And or possibly you are trying to get an education, and that's the only way to acquire your education, because you don't want to acquire a bunch of student loans, which in a sense is smart, if you're doing it strictly for school, but that school is in your heart. It's not, my dad wants me to be a doctor or a lawyer. Well, usually if that's the case, they got the money to do it. But you know what I mean? Like, you're following somebody else's dream, or you're just chasing a check. You're going to be sorry. There's a lesson there for you to be learning. But I've met countless individuals that joined the army just because they felt like there was no other option for them, no other option. And you know where that led them? It led them to fucking alcoholism. It led them to drug addiction. It led them to suicide. Now, like I said, you could take this however you want. Your ego is gonna fucking make up something in your head that ain't even being said. And that's your fucking deal. They ain't got shit to do with me. I'm just here to deliver the message that was flowing through me. If you're fucking joining the army out of fear because you feel like you ain't getting another shot, Spirit wants you to just hold tight, fucking let go of that fear. Allow fucking Christ in your life. Now, when I say Christ, and you only think of a man named Jesus, that's your limited perception. That's you fucking that's your program. That's a program. Because when I say Jesus Christ, I'm like, I'll say, I say Christ. What do you think of? Oh, Jesus. Why do you think of Jesus? Because his name was Jesus Christ. Christ was his level of consciousness. Christ is a consciousness. His parents didn't name him Jesus Christ. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure if his name was fucking Jesus. From all I know, his name was Yeshua, So that's just, some fucking bullshit program. And that's why I don't follow that fucking book, because I can't sit there and decipher what's truth and what's not. And I don't, personally, I don't understand it. But Christ is a level of consciousness. And once you give your life over to Christ, this consciousness, this higher awareness, whether you refer that to as a man, like I refer to it as both, I'm sure there was a man named Yeshua that walked this planet, that spoke his truths, that was shining his light, whether it was, on fearful individuals telling them about themselves, or it was sick individuals helping them, assisting them, healing them. I believe that there was once a man, but I don't know how much truth is to that, because they fucking done fucked that all up. So all I know is this shit that's flowing, this beauty that's flowing through me is something I gotta share. And your best bet is to give this a shot before you give that a shot, right? Because this leads to somewhere, and it leads to greatness. It truly does. And so many people, I get, I don't get a lot of comments, but I get a comment like I'm here, like I did something wrong and I'm homeless. I didn't do anything wrong. I made a decision that I'm not going to follow the herd. I'm going to put myself out there, and I'm going to freaking experience life. And whatever comes my way, comes my way. I want to see what these people live like. I want to, if I could just, I am supposed to be relatable, right? What I was told was I'm here to make fucking this Christed consciousness fucking the coolest thing on this planet. The next fucking trend. Jesus Christ renews my life, baby. And that's just what I was told. I don't know how much truth sat to it, because like I said, these are just ideas that we either have to let go or trust. But this is an idea that keeps on popping up in my head. And another thing that just keeps on popping up in my head is just trend. People are such bandwagon ass people that they see something and then they see 100,000 or 100,000 people do it, so they want to do it. You know, instead of just being themselves, they follow, you know, the whole iPhone thing. Everybody's got an iPhone, let me get one, you know? Well, let me tell you this. If everybody was fucking, you already know. I ain't got to say some fuck shit, you know? So that's just my purpose, right? That's my purpose. Because people think of religion and they think it's like you have to just like be a lame and not be able to be authentic and be cool and be funny and, you know, be outgoing and charismatic and love yourself and express yourself however you want to express yourself. That's not what it's about. It's actually the opposite of that. They want you to express themselves. They want you to live authentically. They want you to be you, who you are, on every level, even if it offends motherfuckers. It's okay. People will get offended, but it has nothing to do with you. That's just their level of consciousness. They want to walk around and look for reasons to be offended. That's their problem. You live your best life. You be happy. That's it. That's your job. Find your happiness. And let me tell you, it's not going to be in the four walls of fear. It's not going to be behind a register fucking listening to some bitchy ass customer why you don't have a certain product on their shelf. No. That's some 3D ass shit. And maybe it works for now until you step out of that fear. But let me tell you something. If you think that you're just going to have this magical opportunity show up to you without you fucking being challenged, without you stepping out your comfort zone, and it's just going to appear, that's what I would like to think. I was like, oh man, I got this whole awakening thing going on. Man, I must be someone special. Man, they're just going to throw me a fucking bone. Ha, check me out now. Fucking sleeping on a pavement in a sleeping bag outside a church. There's my bone. So you're going to be in the vibration of waiting. But I done got off topic. The whole military. Most of the time, when people like 9/11, oh man, they done fucked up. They done fucked with the wrong individual. I'm going to go sign up for the army and I'm going to serve my country. And now look at them. PTSD, suicide, addiction, trauma, fucking medication, 30 pills a day, seeing a doctor. Oh, I got to go to the VA. Why? Oh, because they done fucked me up. You know what I mean? And I'm just being honest. And if it offends you, it's because you're running on a program. And you're like, well, that's me, and I'm offended. No, it's not you. It's your program. Get over your programs. Quit thinking they're you so you can quit being offended by them every time you hurt them. I mean, if I fucking walked up and called you a zebra, you'd look at me stupid and be like, okay, that don't make no sense to me. I'm not a zebra. But if I said you're a fucking idiot and you're dumb and you're a bitch, you'd be like, what the fuck you say to me? You want to fight? Because there's some type of belief that you believe that you could possibly be a coward, you could possibly be a bitch, and you could possibly be an idiot. But once you fucking step into your own power and you find out who you are so nobody else can project that onto you and say, no, this is who you are. And you go off and oh, I'm still going. I thought I'd unclick the video off. I was like, damn. But yeah. Find out who you are so nobody else can tell you who you are and you believe them. You know? And like I said, I'm not dogging the military. But you know what? How many times are we going to sign up for some shit that has nothing to do with us? Nothing to do with us. And they're creating problems and then acting like they're going out there solving them. I think they created a law like that for the mafia. I think it's called the RICO law. There's a RICO law. What's it called? It's called, there's a fucking word for it, man. Where You are a store owner, right? You're a store owner. I go in that store and I say, hey, look, if you don't pay me this money every month, I'm gonna come fuck your fucking store up. And then I'm gonna send more people to come fuck your store up. But if you pay me this money every month, you don't have to worry about any problems. I'm gonna protect your store. So they fucking project fear, create a problem for you, and then say, but I'm gonna protect you from that problem. The only problem that you have is me. It's the same shit, y'all. It's the same shit. And if you don't fucking believe it and you wanna sit there and be like, oh, you fucking anti-American, no, that's your fucking limited ass pea-brain perception program that you think you are. But really, you're just a beautiful divine being of light that's been manipulated each way, in every way, and you believe this shit. All that shit is a fucking illusion. Get over it. Get over it. Cool. I live in America. I love it. The land of the free. The land of the free. As long as you get a fucking flu shot every month, you're able to go to school. Land of the free. You know? As long as you follow these guidelines and you do what you're told, land of the free. We're in a fucking prison cell without bars. We just have this electronic collar around our necks. Whenever we step out that fucking zone, meaning we speak our truths, or maybe we fucking overstep a law, and a lot of people ain't gonna like this. And you know what? I keep on having this thought that, you know, people like this who speak their truths, they end up disappearing. And I'm perfectly aware of that. But I don't fear that. I accepted it. I fucking accepted it. Because when I fear something and there's an emotion, a negative, dense emotion tied to that thought, that fearful thought, I'm attracting it in. But honestly, I don't know what it is. I don't fear it. The only thing I ask is like, you're in control of this plan. I already signed out. So like, just let it be peaceful. Let it be graceful, you know? Fucking shot of dope in the arm. Make it look like an overdose, like I relapsed. Whatever you gotta do, you know? Just make it peaceful, you know? But I'm perfectly aware that, you know, people who speak their truths and try to wake up the masses in a powerful way. I'm not talking about a weak way. There's people that do it on YouTube and, you know, all this, but they don't sound too powerful, you know? I know my power. I feel it. I feel it vibrating out my being. And there ain't no accident for that. You know what I mean? But that's it. I don't want to make this video too long. So in the last video, I didn't really let you know this, but I do in every other video. Just love yourself. That's where it starts.